It's 2 a.m. You should be asleep, but instead your brain decided this is the perfect time to replay that embarrassing thing you said at lunch 3 years ago. Or maybe it's replaying a conversation that hasn't even happened yet, when you've rehearsed 17 different ways. Sound familiar? That's not a productivity hack. That's not deep thinking. That's your brain holding you hostage. And if you've ever caught yourself spiraling over a decision that should have taken 5 minutes, or lying awake building worst-case scenarios like it's your full-time job, this video is for you. Because overthinking isn't just annoying, it's quietly draining your energy, your confidence, and honestly, your life. Let's talk about what's actually happening in your head and how to stop letting it run the show. Here's the thing most people get wrong. They think overthinking means they're just too smart or too sensitive, like it's almost a compliment. But overthinking isn't deep thinking. Deep thinking leads somewhere. Overthinking just loops. Psychologists call it rumination, and the brain does it because it's trying to protect you. Your brain's main job, its #1 priority, isn't your happiness, it's your survival. So when something feels uncertain or threatening, your brain doesn't rest. It keeps scanning, keeps running through scenarios, keeps trying to find the danger. The problem? We don't live in a world where the threats are lions and predators anymore. Now the threats are, what did my manager mean in that email? Did I say the wrong thing? What if I make the wrong choice and ruin everything? Your brain can't tell the difference between a real danger and an imagined one. It treats both the same way, and so it spins and spins and spins. But here's what nobody tells you, and this is the part that actually changed things for me. Overthinking doesn't just mess with your mind, it physically wears your body out, and there's a reason for that. Think about the last time you had a major decision to make. Maybe a career move, a relationship, something important. And instead of just deciding, you spent days, maybe weeks, going back and forth, weighing every angle, asking everyone's opinion, losing sleep over it. By the time you finally decided, you were exhausted, not from doing anything, from thinking about doing something. That's called decision fatigue, and it's real. Every loop your brain runs costs mental energy. The same energy you need to focus, to create, to actually move forward in your life. Overthinking is like leaving every app on your phone running at once. The battery drains, even if you're not doing anything useful. And the cruel irony? The more you overthink, the worse your decisions get, because a depleted brain defaults to fear, defaults to inaction, defaults to staying exactly where you are, because at least that feels safe. I'm talking about the person who's been thinking about starting the business for 3 years, the person who's been planning to have the hard conversation for 6 months, the person who researched the gym for weeks and still hasn't gone. That's not laziness, that's a brain stuck in a loop it doesn't know how to exit. And if that sounds like you, it doesn't mean you're broken, it means you need a different approach. Trap 1. Mistaking thinking for progress. This is the big one. When you're overthinking, your brain feels busy. It feels like you're doing work, but you're not. You're just rehearsing, and rehearsal isn't action. You can't think your way into courage. At some point, you have to move, even imperfectly. Next time you catch yourself going in circles on something, ask yourself one question. Have I already thought about this enough to make a decision? If yes, make one. An okay decision today beats a perfect decision made never. Trap 2. Living in the future. Overthinking almost always happens in one of 2 places, the past or the future. You're either replaying what went wrong or you're catastrophizing what could go wrong. Neither of those places is real right now. One trick that genuinely helps is when you feel the spiral starting, name it, out loud if you need to. I'm doing the future thing again. There's my brain running worst-case scenarios. Naming it pulls you out of the thought and into the observer position. You're not the spiral, you're the person watching it happen. That small shift is powerful. Trap 3. Needing certainty before you act. Here's a truth that took me a long time to accept. Certainty is not a real destination. You will never have enough information to guarantee something works out. Nobody does. Every person you admire who's taken a risk, built something, changed their life, they did it without certainty. They just decided that moving forward was worth more than staying comfortable. Overthinking is often just the fear of making the wrong choice dressed up as logic. And the only way through it is to make peace with the fact that you're going to get some things wrong. And that's okay. That's how it works. So, let's talk about what you can actually do, because I'm not going to tell you to just stop overthinking. That's like telling someone who's anxious to just calm down. It doesn't help. Here's what does. First, set a thinking deadline. Give yourself a specific window to think through a problem. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever makes sense. When the time is up, you either decide or you table it until tomorrow. This sounds too simple, but it works because it takes the open-ended nature out of the loop. Your brain knows it has a container. It stops treating the problem like an emergency. Second, write it down and walk away. There's something that happens when you get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. The loop slows down. Your brain stops holding on to the thought so tightly because it knows it's been recorded. You don't have to solve it immediately. Just externalize it, brain dump it, then step away and do something physical. A walk, exercise, dishes, something that gets you out of your head and into your body. Third, shrink the decision. Overthinking usually happens with big, high-stakes decisions, so break it down. You don't need to know the whole path, you just need to know the next step. Not, should I change careers? Ask instead, can I spend 1 hour this week exploring what else is out there? That's it, 1 hour. Small steps compound, and taking any action, even a tiny one, breaks the loop faster than any amount of thinking will. And look, this isn't about becoming someone who never thinks twice. Reflection is healthy. Thoughtfulness is a strength. What we're talking about is the version that stops you, the version that keeps you stuck on the starting line while your own life passes you by. That version isn't serving you. It's just keeping you safe and small. Here's your one thing to try tonight. Whatever decision or situation you've been overthinking, write it down on a piece of paper. Get it out of your head. Then, underneath it, write one small action you could take on it in the next 24 hours. Not the whole answer, just one step. That's it. That's the start. Because progress doesn't come from thinking harder, it comes from moving, even when you're unsure. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're working on breaking patterns like this one, stick around. There's more coming. Let's keep getting better. See you in the next one.